In this video, I'm going to get straight to the point and tell you things that they've never told you before and nobody else knows. I have the most accurate Bitcoin predictions. I use no technical analysis, and I've been spot on to the number, to the penny, to the date. All of my notification gang, can you post in the comments, please, what you've witnessed about my exact call-outs of numbers and events? What I'm going to teach you now is right out of the OTEC Data Center. Now, I'm going to take you through 3 bull runs, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen next. The first bull run that I stepped into, I remember Bitcoin wavering from 1,500 to 3,000 to 5,000, but that wasn't the bull run. Went back down to 1,500. ETH went from 424 to 104. Those were the days. The first bull run that I witnessed was the $20,000 bull run. And that bull run, we ran to $20,000. It was unbelievable. Nobody expected it. That bull run was caused by one thing. I'm going to give you the 3 factors, and I'm going to tell you the missing piece. The nation states what's coming next. The $20,000 bull run was caused by critical mass. We reached a point where enough people heard about Bitcoin. They thought they were early adopters. In a way, they were. We're going to forget about all the people who got the lucky lottery tickets. Forget about the people who are not relevant, okay? The people who are not relevant are the people who say they got into Bitcoin at $10 and all of that, because by now, they're not relevant. They're not you. So what's going to happen for you? That's what this is about. This is about you. You making money. Nothing else matters. Change your perception, change your view, change your life. So we got the $20,000 Bitcoin was critical mass. Okay, and we went through a crypto winter. Yeah, we went back down to like 7,000. It was crazy. The next crypto bull run. We went almost overnight. I remember my 81-year-old mom had a Bitcoin that she bought. She paid $9,000 for it. And it wavered. This was in the crypto winter. And it wavered and wavered before. Now, this is in between $20,000 bull run and the next one. The one I call the Elon Musk run. My mom finally had it. She's like, this Bitcoin's not going anywhere. And she sold her Bitcoin for the same $9,000 she paid. And I could swear, I'm not looking at dates or anything, I'm going off the top of the head, but it felt like a matter of weeks. Maybe it was 4 weeks or 6 weeks. It was fast, maybe faster than that. We ran to $30,000 to $40,000. Wow. What this was the corporate. Maybe some of you seen this one. This was the corporate run. This second bull run, the one that I call the Elon Musk run, brought us to like $40,000. This is where Cathie Woods got involved. Cathie Woods of ARC Innovations was a nobody a few years ago. She got lucky with Tesla when they first came out and had their bull run, and made a name for herself, and then started getting in bed. Well, that's the wrong terminology, because nobody would get in bed with Groot. I am Groot. Look at the resemblance. Google Cathie Woods and Groot. I am Groot. And the irony is Groot is made of wood. Her last name is Wood. But that's another story. It's a visual. So, we had the second bull run. Now, Cathie Wood, Elon Musk, they all, and a lot of the Wall Street people, this is pre-ETFs, got involved, and they did something called the B-word event. This was the corporate bull run. This was when Elon Musk was used as a pawn to step in, talk about Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, and then unload his Bitcoin. El Salvador came in. Ooh, we are leading to the next one. Are you ready? So, ironically, we have the $30,000 Elon bull run. It's 30 to 40,000, way before the ETFs. This was a couple of years ago, maybe 2020. Okay, 2022 or around then. I don't have the exact dates in front of me, but you could look it up. The B Word Conference. Now, I'm going to take you to the next bull run. This bull run we have just had has taken us from $27,000 to $73,000. $27,000 was about 7 or 8 months ago. It was August when I took this screenshot. Here we are now. This bull run was the ETF bull run, sprinkled in with a little happening happiness. Now, think about this, how ironic. Now all the ETFs came in. Before this point, it was all talk of ETFs, right? It was all talk of ETFs. Now the ETFs are here. Yeah, we've made a lot of money in this run, I have to tell you. It's been impressive. That's one trade, one moment, one win, one kill. That's what I teach. So you understand. Wall Street got in first and promoted it. This was the corporate bull run, the Elon Musk Tesla bull run. Then that died down, and we had this current bull run, okay, which has culminated to a crest, a top of almost 73,000, depends on the exchange, from 27,000. Now, now's a little bit of a cooling period. Now's a little bit of a cooling period because a lot of new people got in. They expected an instant price jump to $100,000. We're lucky that this happened on the weekend, okay, because there'll be, just like Bitcoin Cash, a couple of days of happiness. Did you ever see the chart of Bitcoin Cash? They just finished their halving before us. It's ugly. Now, I don't want to focus on that right now. Let's talk about what we came here for. What and when is the next bull run? Okay, we just had the ETFs. Do you know what the next one's going to be? Again, let me just quickly outline it for you. The first one was critical mass. We hit 20K, and then we dropped down to a crypto winter. The second one was the corporate bash, the corporate bull run. We go up to about $30,000. This involves Elon Musk and everyone long before the ETF bull run. Yeah, you think they knew? They knew. Anyway, so then we have, after the corporate Elon Musk $30,000, $40,000 bull run, a crypto winter. Many people gave up. Many people left. Lots of YouTubers are gone. Then we began the ETF approval, purchase, and only ETFs in America mattered. There are ETFs, spot ETFs before. There are spot ETFs for Ethereum now in other countries. Nobody cares. It's only in America it matters. Sorry if you didn't live in America. Okay? But anyway, so let me make this a little bit smaller. I want you to focus on what's coming. The next bull run is going to be based on countries adopting Bitcoin as national tender. Yes, El Salvador was the crash test dummy. We threw them into it because they said okay, and we're like, hey, let's see what happens. So, there's a catalyst for each bull run. The first one, I told you. The first one was critical mass. The second one, which was the people finding out. Your bus boy, your Uber driver, they had Coinbase. Then there was wave 2, the Elon Musk wave to 30, 40,000. Wave 3, the current wave, ETF approval first, and then the halving. Now we're going to go through a cooling period. They're going to call it accumulation. Accumulation is a word made up in this instance because it bears no resemblance to reality. Why? Well, they call it an accumulation phase when we are not moving. We're just stuck. We're sideways. Okay? If you're accumulating something, what are you doing? You're acquiring it. How do you acquire it? You buy it. How do you buy it? You buy Bitcoin. If people are buying Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin is going up. So they are not accumulating. Don't be lied to. Subscribe to this channel, and YouTube don't want you subscribed. If you didn't get a notification in the email and you're a subscriber, Well, they decided to unsubscribe you and not tell you. Oh, it's a glitch. Yeah. So unsubscribe yourself to be sure. Subscribe again. And then hit all notifications. Now, we had the test monkeys, not monkeys, wrong word, test dummies, crash test dummies, that's what they call them, El Salvador. So, look, ETFs are done now. They're in. So we have built a floor for the price. We may not see a very, very harsh dump. 59,000, that number that I had hit you with is hit. It's come true. There might be a little more, maybe on Monday, a little more dumping. But there are ETFs that short, and there are a lot of ETFs that have to hold Bitcoin. We have a new floor, people. We have a new floor. Any chance you get to buy Bitcoin on dumps, not dips, don't be a schmuck, dumps. Best is to leverage trade like I do because I like fast money, but hey. So look, we're here. What's going to happen really fast in a matter of months, and if you want to see the follow-up video where I literally track month by month and show you what month we will explode, you need to tell me in the comments. The more comments that I get about wanting to see that, I will make that video next. But here's what's coming, all right? It's not right away. We're going to go through a crypto winter. This is the cycle. But we got a new floor. Call the floor 50,000. 50,000 is the new 10,000. 50,000. Call that the floor. So you don't have to worry about mega crash, all of that. Worries about countries making it illegal and all that, those are behind us. Worries about the United States banning crypto is behind us. Everything's coming into regulatory framework. Anyway, so what's going to be the next story? Every one of these had a story. The first one was critical mass. People heard about it and heard people got rich. That was the story. The second one was the Elon Musk storytelling. The third one was the ETF storytelling. And finally, the cherry on top was the halving. The halving makes Bitcoin more rare. Exchanges are, you're not hearing about this yet either, are literally running out of Bitcoin. Wow, my phone wasn't even on. Do you hear Google listening to me and pitching me Bitcoin? Do you see the future? I see it. I've been in it so long and I squandered so much Bitcoin. I never hodled or saved it. I used it as a vehicle to make money. I wanted to live now. I didn't believe in the future. That's the one thing I regret as a crypto millionaire. So I never saved any. I just bought things. And I've lived a life that movies are made of. And I wouldn't regret a moment of it. But now it's time for all of you that are holding altcoins with hope and meme coins to unload them on the market. Every one of those crypto tokens were made by a person or a group of people who came up with an idea to take your Bitcoin. Be it Litecoin, be it Bitcoin Cash, be it anything. All the meme, everything's out to take your money to rug pull you. Because there's not enough Bitcoin for everyone. The squeeze is on. You know what the squeeze is going to do? Did you ever see what the short squeeze did to AMC stock? I'm not a bullish person. I like to short. I always believe shorting buys Lambos. I am the Lamborghini indicator. I bought 4 in bear markets and 1 in a bull market, so that's the indicator of what buys what. I like to short, but I have no choice to admit the truth, and I will do a follow-up video on this and walk you through and show you exactly. But the next big explosive move is going to be the adaptation of nation states. Yes, you're going to see Brazil announce we're accepting Bitcoin as legal tender. You're going to see a bunch of smaller countries saying this. And then finally, it's going to hit the EU. It's going to be the UK. It's going to be the world leaders. Get a piece of Bitcoin now. Do what you must. Learn to leverage trade. Follow the right people. Look, here's my thing. If you are rich and you got rich doing something, tell me how. If you're telling me how to do something and you live in your mom's basement, shut your mouth, you don't know shit. That's the indicator. Have a great day. I'm looking for your comments. I am on fire. We are on the verge of an opportunity of a lifetime. By 2026, that is the date. You will no longer be able to have even a portion of a Bitcoin if you do not get one now. It will be a millionaires only club. And you never hear me say this. I'm always negative. I'm always Mount Gox this, Mount Gox that. Let me tell you, Bitcoin has built such a floor now with BlackRock and everything else. They'll make sure that that shit gets doled out nice and slowly. Nobody's going to crash the market down to $10,000 or $20,000. Those days are over. Now, we took in the enemy. The average people took in the enemy. The David and Goliath story. We enticed Wall Street to be on our side. The bitches are going to work for us now. They will defend the price of the token, the coin. One world, one man. Team us. Team us means the world is a hard enough place. It's you and I against the world. The future has been foretold once again.